We ready. We ready for ya. All right.
Woo! Oh, that's bad. I mean, actually, it tastes pretty good.
Welcome to Spitfire. I'm Sparky, and you're watching the only show that puts your favorite Brawlhalla personalities in the hot seat. Today, we're joined by David Foda. He's the esports director at Blue Mammoth Games. When he's not working behind the scenes to keep the Brawlhalla esports machine purring, you might find him on the commentary desk during some of the most exciting moments in Brawlhalla esports history. His efforts have helped turn Brawlhalla esports into the powerhouse that it is today. He joins me here on the weekend of BCX 2022 to take on one of his spicy challenges yet. Foda, my longtime friend now. Welcome to the show.
That was an awesome intro, man. Wow. I am humbled by your presence. Longtime friend. That's a good. We are longtime friends.
It's truly been a long time.
Longer than I've been here working at Brawlhalla. We've been friends back in the day.
Now, we can always hear the passion and excitement anytime you're on the microphone, and we know the classic Foda smile. But given your Cuban roots, how are you with spicy food?
Not very good. Not very. I enjoy to have some, but I feel like this is like level 2 is where I go most of the time, and I'm scared.
It's definitely taking some courage to step up here against the hottest wings that Brawlhalla has to offer.
Yes. I hope so. Hopefully it's all worth it.
Are you ready to jump in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers. Now, while many know you for Brawlhalla, you have an active history of playing other games across many different genres, from rhythm games like Clone Hero, to roguelikes like Wizard of Legend, to VR games like Audio Shield and Superhot.
Oh, man.
Do you have a favorite genre of games to play that you always seem to go back to?
My favorite is a co-op game online with friends, and I know that's, so I'm the competitive guy, but I really just co-op PvE, that's my jam. And like Wizard of Legend, that's a good one.
Now, I know you've played a lot of co-op games with Taza, you've played with Game Fiend, you've played with, of course, Shadow Lords as well.
Oh, man, deep cut.
Is there anything that you've been playing recently co-op, and who have you been playing with?
Let's see, recently I've been playing a lot of Clone Hero with my friend Haley. What's up, Haley? Maybe she's watching it. Maybe she'll be watching this. You know what? Okay, yes, Secrets of Grindea. That's an awesome game. It's been in early access for a while. For a long while, and I've actually been avoiding the story mode now for a bit because they're getting close to finishing it. But they've got this cool arcade mode that's like super hardcore, and it's got a leaderboard. And I am still top 50 in the 2-player leaderboard on that.
So even when you're focused on co-op, there still is that competitive drive to push those leaderboard rankings.
There's a leaderboard, yeah, I'm into it. If there's a leaderboard. Okay.
First wing feeling fine. This is where you thought you might top out. So how you feeling so far?
Well, that first one, it was cool. I didn't even notice. So I'm good.
I did the same thing.
Cheers all of them.
I did the same thing you did. I ended up picking up with my left hand, even though it was going to be a right hand arrow.
Because we got the mic on this hand. I don't want to like rub the mic with my. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a good one. That's got some flavor.
Now, from power rankings to the main menu esports titles to the recently released public version of ProStats and many others, what is your favorite esports or really competitive play focused features that has made its way into the actual game itself?
Wall slip reduction. That's like such an easy answer. Wall slip reduction. My God, people were waiting on the walls way too long. I wanted that to speed up. And that maybe that's not like necessarily a competitive feature, but competitive players are going to do everything they can to win, even no matter how long they're hanging on the wall or what the audience thinks and stuff like that. And I know that, so I want, I need them to be forced to go off, but there's always a balance, right? Because you make it too tight and casual players are just going to accidentally SD, and that's the worst, right? We can't have that. So, but we've got it in the sweet spot now, I think. So that was the best one. And then viewership awards.
Viewership awards. That was
huge.
Does that count? Oh no, absolutely. that was a huge boon to the esports competitive sphere.
That was cool. Here we go.
So if you could be the esports director for any game aside from Brawlhalla,
and
instantly turn it into a tier 1 esport overnight, unlimited budget, unlimited resources, anything, what game would you choose?
I would go back to Bloodline Champions. I would go back to Bloodline Champions and resurrect it and give it a second chance and do it now with today's esports sensibilities, because it just didn't stand a chance back in the day, you know. And it was hard, you know. Maybe we'd try to find a way to make it like a little easier, a little more beginner friendly, you know. They add like some PvE to it as well, so that there's a thing for like new players to do that isn't just getting slain by people who have way more hours than them and stuff like that. Yeah, I think Bloodline Champions.
League of Legends has Faker. CS:GO has Simple. Brood War has Flash. Melee has Mango. And of course, Brawlhalla has Sandstorm.
Yep.
If you could be the undisputed GOAT of any game, now the answer might still be Bloodline Champions, but I also want to bring in single-player games as well as multiplayers.
I would say Clone Hero. I want to be like, I would love to be just the most shreddingest guitar player ever. That would be so cool. But to like the high score people on like the Discord and stuff, I'm nothing. I'm nothing to them, right?
That was going to be my next question. Are you a leaderboard chaser at all in Clone Hero?
On Clone Hero, no.
Just purely for fun?
I play for the good times, yeah. I mean, I chase after a full combo every once in a while, and I'm always trying to get a personal best, because that's what there is to do. But my favorite thing in Clone Hero is full band with a bunch of friends. I know you know, it's like playing with Sloshula. He's so sick on the drums, and honestly, Sloshula might be top 10 drummer, you know. But guitarists have been going for a long time, and they are way too good for me.
All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheers.
Oh, that's good.
So since the first BCX, all the way back in 2016, until now, with the return of in-person BCX after 2 long years of online-only tournaments, the game, the community, and especially the production have come such a long way. What do you see as some of the major milestones made in esports production when comparing these 2 BCX events?
Oh, that's easy. Hiring Toast and Left Stick is the big difference between the first one and the current one. I mean, dude, it's leveled up. It's leveled up so much. I mean, even this set right here, this is not something I would have ever done myself, you know? I always liked the kind of like ragtag group of rebels, you know, like we're just getting it done. We don't have a lot of money. We're just getting it done, you know? People buy the skins and we put it right back into esports, and that's always been fun to me. But how much longer can we do that, right? It's like now we've leveled up.
Are there any things that you think people would be surprised to learn about how things were done back then versus how they're done now?
Maybe not, because we showed a lot of it, right? I mean, it was like I'd be on the commentary desk and then a problem would happen with a computer, and I'm the computer guy, so I take off the headset and just go fix it on stage, on camera, because what else do we show? And then I come back.
That was a strange dynamic of you always being like one of the main commentators and also literally the main tech guy.
That was, we have an IT guy now. He's great.
Shouts out Joseph.
He gets it done. He is way smarter than me on that stuff.
You ready to move on?
Yeah.
To the wing that looks like we dropped it on the floor and kicked it around? A couple dust bunnies on here?
Looks dangerous. This is like... Okay.
Cheers.
Dude. Oh. What's this, 5? Yeah, there's
this
5
is 5.
left. Oh, man. Okay.
We have a recurring segment on Spitfire called Social Studies, where we take a look at our guests' social media for posts that deserve some further explanation. Now, you have plenty of tweets mentioning games you're excited about or have played, from Parkbound to Slap City to 30XX. Ooh. Beyond being a developer for Brawlhalla, what is your relationship like with indie games?
I think I seek out the indie games more than the AAA titles. I enjoy them more. For sure. There's so many great ones out there. All the ones you mentioned. Parkbound. Man, Parkbound's such an awesome game. You know, their highest peak was like 29 people. And I'm like, how? Why don't more people know? Maybe we'll tell them. But download Parkbound.
Well, you oftentimes will try to introduce more people to them because you regularly tweet about playing Wizard of Legend, which you went on to speedrun any percent glitchless, getting 43rd place.
What? That's deep cut. Yes.
Or Cube World.
I tried hard on that.
You tweeted about Cube World, asking for the update, saying you're not going to get the update, and then like a year later, maybe even more than that, you got the update and tweeted about getting the update.
They did it. I had faith. I knew they'd do it. They did it. Shout outs to Wale.
So a while ago, you tweeted, you are only allowed to like or RT this if you made new friends as a result of playing Brawlhalla. This was all the way back October 29th, 2020. What are some of the incredible friends that you've made, maybe on the dev side, maybe on the community side, maybe on the pro player side that you've met along your Brawlhalla journey?
Well, the first one that comes to mind is Magma Bob. We were just talking about him before we started. Magma Bob was like my first real teammate. Shadowlords was my first teammate, but I was just convincing him to play. He didn't even want to play. I was just like, come on, man, we rock at Bloodline Champions. We can rock at this game. But it's kind of everybody. Everybody I work with is technically a friend made from Brawlhalla. You, Duke, Winan, Left Stick, part of the Creed, Daiku's a big one. I want to say Daiku, Dobrian. Dobrian lived at my house for like 3 weeks after BCX 2018 because he lost his passport.
He lost his passport.
So those are big ones. I feel like I'm forgetting some names.
It's too many to name.
It really is. It's too many to name. It's so many people. It's almost everybody. I would consider nearly everybody that I've met through Brawlhalla someone I would consider a friend. And that's why I tweeted that thing. So I'm like, how many friends have I made? For a while, it seemed like all of the people in my life were connected through Brawlhalla. You and Duke, man, that was an early one. You guys were streaming. I came on your stream like, let's play, and we were having fun. That was awesome. Yeah.
All right, we've made it halfway through.
Oh, man.
We're about to get to the back half, which, as you know and everyone else knows out there, is definitely the most difficult part.
Yeah.
Are you ready to jump into it?
I am.
All right.
I'm scared. Here we go.
Initial thoughts, initial feelings?
That's spicy. Oh, it comes in hotter. It's getting hotter, too. It's getting hotter as we speak. Someone's like turning up the dial very slowly. Honestly, I thought I'd be sweating and dying by now. And so I'm feeling pretty good.
Now, from weekly dev streams to esports, you are on camera in an official leadership capacity more than any other developer or personality in Brawlhalla. Because of this, you have unofficially sort of become the human face of the game Brawlhalla. That means a lot of the overall Brawlhalla heat, but also the praise, is directed at you. How do you deal with that strange dynamic between you and the greater Brawlhalla community?
Oh, man. That's a good question. Not well, I think. Probably not well. Man, you struck a nerve with that a little bit. I have been balancing that a lot. I do appreciate the praise, even when I'm not the one who should be getting the praise in particular for something that people are happy about. I get the benefit of the doubt a lot of the time, but also the heat, and I don't handle the heat well, man. I really want everybody to be happy. And even in like the really good times when I have like a 99% like everyone's happy with me kind of time, I'll still just read that one bad comment and harp on that, and like that ruins my day, being in the position to do something about it. So, sometimes it's tough with my hands might be tied behind my back, so to speak, on like the things I can say. There's just some things we can't talk about, like there's features that we can't talk about, or maybe it's a Ubisoft thing I can't talk about, or it's a crossover thing, or there's a contract or something like that. So not well, but I'm getting better at it, and again, to go back to Toast and Left Stick, they make it a lot easier.
So then how does that compare coming from your position as Director of Computer Technologies at Manatron?
Holy.
That was a more industry-exclusive facing endeavor rather than just the general public.
Nobody knew who Manatron was. This is the first time anybody who's watching this has heard of Manatron, except maybe like the couple people I worked with at Manatron. With robots and racing simulators, You're just, all you need to do is go up and have a good time. Did you have a good time? Probably. They were moving around like crazy and they had fun watching the robot. It's fun stuff. It doesn't need to be like that good of a robot because it was entertainment robotics. It's not like industry stuff that needs to be perfect or else people lose money. It's just like, can it wave? You know, that's fun. That's easy. Are we at the bomb yet?
We are not at the bomb.
No. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Now, while your title at BMG is esports director, I've heard that at BMG, devs tend to wear a lot of different hats. You've had a lot of experience in various things in the past, from robotics to music production to developing your own game independently. Do you have any fun resume bullet points from your time at BMG that you think would really surprise people?
I was heavily responsible for how Horde mode turned out. I chose the map set for 3v3. I know that's going to frustrate a lot of people. There wasn't a lot of maps to work with. You know, we had to do something that worked. I've scripted a few things. The way that the enemies come in on Horde mode, back to Horde mode. I love Horde mode. Right? Horde mode's good.
Horde mode's fun.
Horde mode's fun. You should play more Horde mode. No, well, people know about computer. I was the only IT guy for like 6 years, right? So every new employee, I'm setting up their computer. I ordered everything, everything that we needed to buy for anything I would order. And then during the pandemic, that meant my house was like an Amazon warehouse. Like it was just full of stuff. Yeah, we do all wear a lot of hats, especially early on in the beginning. Oh, for a while, I did all the graphics. I like what we tweeted out and like what the tiles and stuff. I was like the guy opening up Illustrator.
I never knew that.
And like, yeah, putting, you know, all the different tiles, which legends we'd show and what their poses were and stuff. That was me for a little bit, until we hired Sloshula. Then it was him. And then it's other people. And everybody puts on different hats. Yeah.
All right. It's that time.
Oh my gosh.
It's the bomb time.
Whoo!
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Nothing to it but to do it.
God.
Cheers.
All right. That's gross. Oh, I'm gonna do another bite. That's stupid. Oh, that's bad. Wow.
I gotta hit the milk on this one.
Oh my god. I'm trying to not touch the milk or water because I fear that it'll get worse as a result. If I don't give myself any relief. Oh, that's bad. I might just go back on that right now. Woo! Those were everything we did before this was nothing. This is everything.
It's a big step.
Oh. Oh, I'm crying. I can feel the tears. But I dare not wipe my face.
Be careful around your eyes. Be careful around your eyes.
Be careful around your eyes.
I've contaminated both hands now. Now I have no... Woo!
Now, while the field of emotional psychology is very diverse and always changing, some psychological texts simplify human emotion down to 4 basic feelings: happiness, sadness, surprise, and anger. What 4 moments from your long career in Brawlhalla, both player and developer, align with each of these feelings?
That's such a hard question to answer in these circumstances. Anger is eating the bomb on camera. Oh my gosh. Whoo! Whoo! Happiness. The end of BCX 2017. The relief of it being done and people being happy. And people chanted Foda at the end. Foda, Foda. That was like, oh my god, I've never been more happy than that. That was so cool. Sadness when people were upset about Greatsword in 2020. The meta of it wasn't properly explored by everybody, by developers, by testers, and by the players. Okay, and then what was the last?
Surprise. Either positive or negative. Could be positive, could be negative.
When we removed the graying out of your character when you ran out of jumps. Personally, I've never even noticed it. And I know a lot of
people didn't notice
who have
it.
never noticed it. So I was very surprised to find that there was a lot of people who not only notice it but rely on it. Not only does it not work on a black color swap or like home team or anything that or charged OG, anything with black on it, you're pretty much not even seeing it. But you also need to have very specific monitor settings just to even catch a glimpse of it. So between that and all the esports players I talk to, they don't even notice that. You just track it in your head, you know? We also have the little the jump cloud is different on your last jump. So the information is already there, but there wasn't like a persistent state. So that was really surprising, but you know, we learned from it, and I want to add a very obvious persistent state for out of jumps, you know. And I don't think it's in there yet, but we'll get it. We'll get it.
All right.
And then it won't be a surprise anymore.
Wing number 9, coming to the tail end of it.
Oh my gosh, that last one was so bad.
Cheers.
Oh my god. Woo! Oh, that's bad. I mean, actually, it tastes pretty good. Thank you, Left Stick. This is what I'm talking about. He's the man.
Now, for the past few years, you've posted about your hard-fought and truly inspiring journey with weight loss and hitting your fitness goals.
Yeah.
In one tweet in particular, you call out Crocky, Noel, and Jabali as
Yeah.
inspirations.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about that journey, what it entailed, what it meant to you, and how you felt inspired by those people that you mentioned?
Oh, yeah, gladly. Well, Jabali is obvious, right? He's always been an Adonis, you know? And you know, we used to go to the CEO a lot. Man, he's fitness, dude. He's built. And that was super inspiring. And then Crocky, Koala Crocky, you know, he would do like push-up challenges. And I saw him make a tweet maybe about a year or so earlier than I did mine. And he was like, boom, look, I did it. I went down from this weight to this weight. And he looked good. He looked good. I mean, he's a handsome man.
Oh, yeah.
We already know that, but he looked good in that picture. And I was like, you know what? Like, I want that, dude. I want to. And who else was it? I'm definitely inspired by that. But
Noel.
I know. Oh, dude. I mean,
You talking
come
about
on.
Adonis.
Dude, Noel. Yeah, Noel had posted he was doing a lap bar. He was doing a lap bar workout. And I was like, damn. So it was the start of 2021. It was a New Year's resolution. It was straight up like December. It was like a little after Christmas, and I'm on like my 4th Uber Eats order of the day, you know. And I was like, how much longer can I do this? You know, I knew I've been living in excess. Oh my God, I'm burning. And I was like, it's time, you know. Like, waited too long. But I'm really glad I did that. Yeah, it still feels rewarding. The fact that you're asking me this question is like another reward, another hit of dopamine here. You notice they're talking about it. I'm being interviewed, and these
Well,
yeah.
you talk about the reward, but we got to go through a little bit more punishment first.
There's a lot of punishment.
Now, this one's the last dab.
Yep.
We call it the last dab because we like to put a little bit extra on the final wing. You don't have to.
Oh,
This is
we're
your
gonna
choice.
do this. But I'm gonna ask you to do mine.
Oh, no, you have to serve. Oh, okay.
Is that-
You're going to have to serve yourself.
That's part of the rule.
Yeah.
Is that
you,
like a
you
legal
get to,
thing?
No, this is.
If I get hurt, it's not your fault. I did it to myself.
Oh, you did all of this to yourself.
Okay. Whoa. Is that too much?
That's a perfect amount.
That's a good amount.
Whatever you're comfortable with is the perfect amount.
Let's go.
And he's going back in for
Let's
more.
go.
A true gamer.
That's too much. Okay. Well. Okay. Oh.
Last cheers.
Cheers. That's saucy. Oh my God.
First thoughts?
I was just thinking the beanie's helping here because it's also a sweatband. It's also, I'm like sweating right now. Under my shirt, I'm just soaked. Oh my God. Pretty good. Pretty good. Apollo, they got it figured out. That was, yeah, cause like the bomb is like, this is hotter, but like, it's also it's got some flavor. Oh my God. I'm not gonna drink water. I'm not gonna drink water.
He has not touched the water. He has not touched the milk.
Honestly, I think it helps, because if I drink that water, it's gonna spread all over, and my whole mouth is gonna be burning. It's all very localized right now.
Now, many of the viewers out there have probably never gone to a Brawlhalla LAN.
Why not?
Either because they're not a top player,
That's not a good reason. You
or
should come
because
anyway.
their parents are unsure about why they should go to one of these events.
Okay, that's fair.
With the spice really starting to hit, give the people at home the pitch for why they should book that trip to go to the next big Brawlhalla LAN.
Oh my gosh. Oh. You won't have to eat spicy wings. This is not something we make anyone do. That's a huge plus.
Unless you get good enough, and then I will come knocking on your door.
That's right. That's right. And then it's something to look forward to. Here's my pitch. Come to the Brawlhalla lands. Okay? Because one, here's the biggest reason. The best friends I've made in life, and that includes everybody in this room, is someone I met through Brawlhalla or through online gaming in general. Most of my friends and the best friends in my life are people that I've met through online gaming. Online game friends are best friends. They're just as real as any other friend. I had the pleasure of meeting just about every single online friend I've ever had. And it was always a super positive, super awesome experience. I'm so glad I had that chance to do that. So, oh my God. So afford yourself the opportunity of meeting your friends, because I know you've made friends through Brawlhalla, you know, even though you're fighting. When you meet these opponents that you've been fighting online, and you meet them in person, it's so much better. You get that respect. They're human. They're people too, you know? It's so easy to lose sight of that when you're fighting online. You don't want to like these people, you know? But it turns out that they're the best friends you'll have. And that's why when you look at the old in-person BCX footage, you see these people hugging after intense fights. This guy just took $5,000 from you by beating you in the fight, but still you got nothing but respect for them, and you hug them, and it feels good. And that's an important factor. It's not good. It's not good to harbor the resentment that you get online, and it's natural. Trust me, it's natural. You know, you fight these people online, and you don't like them as a result. You know, but you meet them in person, and that's all gone in an instant. That's all gone. You're friends now. You know, now you know them. Even though I just said online friends are real friends, it does change when you meet them in person for the better. Super positive. So come to BCX, come to the next LAN and the next one after that, and meet your friends and join the community in a really real way. You won't regret it.
All right, Foda. You thought you were only going to make it to Wing 2. You made it all the way. 10 wings up,
Yeah.
10 wings down. The hottest that Brawlhalla has to offer. This camera, or this camera. The floor is yours. Let the people know.
Thank you so much. Everybody who's watching this is partly responsible for me being able to live this dream, doing Brawlhalla stuff.
All right. You did it. You made it all the way through. Good job. And
Give me some.
An amazing revelation here on the Spitfire broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. We need to get a picture.
Oh my God.